a story about The Rock, which is like, hey, Rock, we want you to talk politics. You're famous. You got 500 million followers on social media. Why are you not bashing Trump? And The Rock's like, dude, let me just do my thing. Leave me alone, man. Let me just go out there and do my, what is the show and the cartoon and all this stuff that I'm doing. Yeah. Why are you bothering me? Let me live my life. Nope. We need you to criticize. So let me read this to you. Hollywood stars began lashing out at Dwayne Johnson on Monday after he reiterated his stance to keep his personal politics out of public eye after telling Esquire earlier this month that he hates the slinging of modern politics. Star Trek alum George Takei and Stand By Me actor Wil Wheaton took to social media to slam Johnson, with Takei arguing that his silence makes him complicit. The Rock's recent comments to Esquire about wanting to keep my politics to myself has divided fans, with some calling his silence, Takei wrote on Threads. He then replied to his post on Monday, writing, "Silence is complicity." Wheaton also called out Johnson in a thread post, later deleted, that was reported by Entertainment Weekly, writing, "So disappointing to find that he is such a coward." However, some came to Johnson's defense online, including comedian Matt Rife, who took on X to mock Wheaton's coward comments. "I love how he's a coward, but could quite literally tear Will's throat out through his asshole," Rife wrote on a Wednesday, adding, "This internet comment world is so bold." The controversy stems from Johnson's Esquire interview for the magazine's summer 2026 cover story. The actor, known for starring in the Fast and Furious franchise as well as Jumanji films, explained why he'll be keeping his political views private from now on. "What I learned through experience is that I need to not want the main thing, I said. And the main thing for me is the thing that in the morning I swing my legs out of bed and I run towards is creating. It's art, it's storytelling. I've learned I'm going to keep my politics to myself." Good for him. What do you think about what he said here?
Listen, Pat, I'm for someone that was in Hollywood and learned really, really quick, you open your mouth or you say something funny. I said something about, because this was, by the way, I was in during 2016, 15, I was going on stage and I was making funny jokes. I was seeing Trump. By the way, I never cared about Trump. When I saw Trump at the Apprentice, you're fired, I was just like, yeah, whatever. So I went on stage and I would be making jokes. I got off stage and the owner of the comedy club, and I'm not going to say who it was like this: "Hey, you can't be going up there and talking positive about this." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" I go, "I thought this was a comedy club." So I wasn't getting stage time because I was talking positive about Trump. So that being said, it could ruin your entire career, because this game, and we all know this, Pat. Oh, also this, I went to get a comedy booker, a person to book me for comedy, and they were like, and came to see me. Headline, crushed it, standing ovation. I went for the gusto. You know what he said? "Yeah, I can't sell you. You're not mainstream." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "I'm Middle Eastern. I ethnically ambiguous. I could play whatever." They're like, "Yeah, you're a Republican." Literally said that, and this is a big comedy booker, manager, agent, whatever that you want to call them. And I realized that either you're political or you're not. This is a business decision, and good for him, because once you go full, you know what I mean? There's no coming back. Once they label you, Pat, especially Hollywood, it's over for you.
What do you think? What do you think?
Because I think he's one of us.
What do you think Rock is deep down inside?
If I had to bet all my money, he's one of us.
I think he's a center-right guy.
Absolutely.
Who's socially maybe liberal or whatever, but I think that the guy's a capitalist. He lives like a capitalist. He lives like a conservative. Now leave him alone.
Yeah.
And by the way, I respect the hell out of him for doing this. Good for him. Let him go create his art, and I hope eventually he chooses to run. But I don't think he's done creating. I think, what is Rock's age, by the way? How old is The Rock? Is he in his 40s? Is he in his 50s?
No, he's got to be in his 50s something. Yeah.
Well, good for him, man. He looks great. So he's in his 50s, 54 years old. Look, when that age hits 6, and you want to kind of go and, be a trifecta, because he's going to be a billionaire. He's the biggest superstar, bigger than Arnold ever was. Okay, so if he's a billionaire, Arnold never became a billionaire. If he's a superstar and he becomes a president, then he officially becomes one of two. You know why he becomes one of two? Because it's him and Trump.
Yep.
Trump was a billionaire, superstar on TV, and he goes and becomes a president. Mm-hmm. It could only be two of Rock's, and he's in the camp with Trump. He could pull it off. But take your time.
Yeah.
Pick your time. Adam.
I think Rock, at the end of the day, he's just a talented dude. I don't think he wants to be in politics. You interviewed him. You had a great interview with him. His story's amazing. His relationship with his father, his ex-wife, everything that he's doing. I think Rock, at the end of the day, you know the one thing that he wants to be? I think he wants to be liked. I genuinely believe that. I think when he was younger and more of a football player and a wrestler, he was clearly more pro-America, conservative type values. Then he got into Hollywood. And I think at one point he had to literally put on a dress. He had to see that side of the things, right? Twinkle, twinkle, that whole situation. I think Rock is someone who doesn't look in terms of politics and divisiveness. I think he's generally a synergist. I think he's the type of person that any reasonable person on the left or on the right says, I like The Rock. Now, if you're a hardcore person on the right, you're not going to like The Rock. If you're a hardcore person on the left, if you're a weak coward like this guy calling out The Rock, who would never say anything to his face, calls him a coward, you're probably not going to like him. But at the end of the day, Rock is a likable guy, and he will be a billionaire, and he loves America. That's what it comes down to.
Let me tell you, to say he's likable would be an understatement. To say he's likable, I learned so much about the guy when we had him at the Vault 2 years ago. Based on, he says, Pat, whatever they're doing, let's you and I talk. And we would talk on Sundays like, okay, are you good with this? Are you good? He said, Pat, I'm good with that. Okay, great, let's go. The interview. No, we need it to be cut down to 20 minutes. Rock's like, let's talk. We talked on the phone. He's like, no, I'm good. Let's release it. Boom. Great. I learned so much about how he deals behind closed doors. Like, you know this Republican gubernatorial debate that we did?
Yeah.
I learned about every candidate, not on stage, behind closed doors, how they were. You'll learn about them behind closed doors. And then you give them props in front of everybody to showing up, which they did.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot about The Rock, dealing with them behind closed. I was very impressed with them.
What was the one thing that you remember about dealing with The Rock? What impressed you the most?
He's a guy. He's a man's man. He's a freaking dude you would like. He's like...
He's a G.
Yeah. And by the way, at the highest level, I mean, it would be an understatement. He's a capital G. Is what he is.
Well, by the way, we got to give a shout out to The Rock.
He's got very personal charisma when you meet him.
He talked to Dylan. He talked to the kids. He talked to everybody. Yeah. No, he's cool.
Can we give a shout out to The Rock's low cousin, Matt Sapala? Can we do that?
You're so funny. You are so funny. This is 4th of July, and there's obviously a lot of stuff that's going on. About $40 billion going to be spent on 4th of July, and we decided to do something special for everybody, especially for the VT and the Future Looks Bright audience. I want you to watch this clip here. Go for it. You know what I love about the World Cup? People around the world came to America and realized how awesome this country is. They're making videos saying, I love America. We needed other people to come in to remind us that this is the greatest country in the world, and it's officially turning 250 years old, 4th of July. And because of that, Americans every weekend on 4th of July spend roughly $35 billion looking for deals online. So let me tell you what we're doing at VT here ourselves. Number one, anybody that buys a hat, buy one hat, get one free. Number two, there's an entire deal section with 70% off. Number three, anybody places an order over $1,000, first 50, I will FaceTime you. So whether you buy brand new Future Looks Bright shoes, whether you buy different Future Looks Bright hats that we have all over the place, shirts, sweaters, anything that we have over 1,000, first 50, I'll FaceTime you. The first 200 that order get the limited edition gold water bottle that we have at Valuetainment. And last but not least, for some of you that want to reinvest into yourself and get smarter, better strategies moving forward, this is probably the best season for you to get the bundle of all our online courses, whether it's public speaking, whether it's sales, whether it's strategy, whether it's the Vault Conference, any of that stuff, all 5 of them for $1,000. So go to vtmerch.com. And the crazy ones that are watching is saying, man, I'd love to be on a podcast myself, sitting down talking to you guys. Anybody that places an order over $2,000, we will do a raffle. We will fly you out. We'll pick one winner, fly you out, put you at a hotel, give you a tour of the entire property here. Then you will go to dinner with all of us to Casa D'Angelo, and you will sit right here. And we'll do a home team podcast together. I'll be asking you about issues, and you will be on all of our clips with PBD Podcast. Either way, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, and have a happy 4th of July. Okay, guys, go to vtmerch.com to place your order, and we look forward to calling some of you as you go through this and get that golden bottle of water sent to the first 200 orders. And then those of you, the guys that are a little crazy, the 2,000, we'll invite you to have you on the podcast and have dinner with you. So if you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.